T-Man 978 Shill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now I'm going to be looking at Generation Select Transformers Legacy Black Zarak. Before I go on, thank you, G-Toney. I wouldn't be able to be doing this review right now if it wasn't for him, because I didn't plan on buying this. It's something I wanted, but yeah, I didn't plan on getting it, so thank you. He sent this to me out the kindness of his heart without any guarantee that I was going to review it or that I wasn't going to just put it on eBay or give it to some 8-year-old. So thank you so much. Anyway, this is my first Transformers Legacy review. This is a way nicer way to start off this. So I'm going to start a playlist. Since it's Generation Select, the box is pretty much just a brown box. Typically, you don't even get artwork, but they did put artwork right here. And on the inside, you get this. Hold on. Yeah, here we are. We get this right here, which is basically a picture of the giant Headmaster and his spear. But I did an unboxing in my appreciation video that I just uploaded right before this one. So check that out. And this is a Titan class, I should say. Before we go any further, warning, I am not showing the transformation. I showed the transformation in my Scorponok review, and that's the same exact guy as this, basically. So you can watch that if you need to see how this thing transforms and how certain features come apart and can be reattached. I will show his new accessories and how they work. Also, I'm pretty much only going to be comparing him to Scorponok. If I compare him to anything else, it's a bonus. I don't want to drive myself crazy. I don't want this review to be over 20 minutes. But anyway, we're starting at the top right here. He looks really good. I'm going to aim down to his feet real quick. But he looks really good. Main color, as you can see, black with gunmetal here or there. The turquoise, red, the Decepticon purple, gunmetal. And he has these like purple eyes and the red. Basically, those are all the different colors you're going to see on his body. Here he is from this angle. Here he is from the side. He's wearing the shield right there on his arm. Plastic consistency. He kind of feels a little bit better than... Yeah, it's about the same as Scorponok. But certain things are better, like that. The mandibles on this shield right here. So far when I'm messing with it, they don't just pop off like they do in a Scorponok. Scorponok, I'd do this, they would just frickin' pop off, which that's good right there with that. I want to make sure I get lower so you can see certain details. Like you can see that he does have the gunmetal right there on the side of the legs. And here are the side of the legs, the feet. The feet are mostly painted gold, but there's gold plastic right there. Now you see the shield on the arm right here. It can be taken off and replaced. If you want, it can be further up his arm, so it's not like perfectly angled with the hand. The hand can be a little bit longer. So that's what I did right there differently. You can take these off and you can actually attach them in the 5mm peg right here, which I cannot do with one hand. There we go, that. So you can like shoot right there directly over his claw. These pieces right here are fully painted gold. If you want to, you still can, using these two pegs, attach them to his back right here. I apologize to the people wearing headphones because my face is more to the left side of my camera. So you're going to be hearing it over there. I apologize right now. Just feel like I'm talking to you directly in your ear. Like ASMR. Isn't that awesome? People tell me that I should actually do that. But if you want to, You can put that on his back to make him have more detail right there and not have just all black going on. The way this attaches, I broke my Scorponok. See that clip? That clip, this is very difficult to get out. It seems like you would just pull it out, but no. What I would do is, it's tabs under there and this is all painted to you, making it even harder. I would push out this direction to get that going, which is difficult. In fact, yeah. It's like on the clip right there and clip right there. It is difficult to do. I'm not going to do this on camera. How I did it off camera was just kept wiggling. I was suggesting to just push it that way, but this paint is so thick and the pegs are designed to stick together without paint. With the paint, it is definitely a tight connection, so be careful. The reason why I was separating that is because they can attach to the side of the legs. In fact, they come attached to the side of the legs by these pegs right here and the packaging, and they are a little bit hard to get off the pegs, to be honest, and a little bit hard to get on, but they can go in whatever direction I'm pointing the pegs right here down, but you can't have them pointed up. I'm not actually sure which is accurate. The instructions are very hard. The pictures are so small, it is very hard to tell. But I like how they did this. The original toy had like claw toes. They put this detail right here so you mostly see the two separated feet or the two separated claws and not pay attention to this so much. So that is cool. But up close, it is highly detailed with like technical details and whatnot that you've probably been seeing all this time, so I'm not going to go into that too much. The head, and now I'm seeing that this collar, the collar doesn't come off as easy as Scorponok, but it is definitely, if you try to pull the head off, it seems like it's definitely going to come off with it. But to let you see the head up close, here's what we're working with. All this red, paint. The purple right there, paint. The eyes, I can't really tell whether they're painted, but they are a lighter shade of purple than even this purple right here. And it has the black around the eyes. That is very nicely detailed. So that's cool. That's what you're working with. These antenna things can adjust. I don't know if you would need to adjust them, but they can if you want to go forward and backward. Or you could just take them completely off. This peg isn't painted. Now when it comes to accessories, I think I showed everything except these dealies right here. So right here, you see there's a peg that can fit into that. This is what you're working with. Now we can take this right here and put it on the bottom. And I can take this big piece, put it right here. Take this piece, put it right there. And take this piece and put it right there. There is some of that waffling effect, as you can see, but they tried to make it look like as much as possible detail. You know what? This isn't waffly, so I'm gonna rotate it this way and rotate that way. There are some pegs right here in there, and then you have all this right here. Now, what I believe this is supposed to be for, right here with these little gaps, you can kind of get them into his little claw spikes right here. So I'm gonna shove it into there and kind of grab it like this. It grabs better at the tip of the claws, but it still does not have a full good grip, to be honest with you. And yeah, rotating or moving this at all is gonna make him lose the grip. So I would turn it to the angle that you want and try to make him hold it as best as you can. right there. And this spear is very tall. Getting eye level, let me move it. It is that much taller than him. Now at the angle the camera is looking at him, it looks way taller than this, a little bit more, but it's only about a quarter of an inch taller. Now I do think it sucks that he can't really hold this. And they do have pegs, so it would have been nice if they would have incorporated something in there. I guess they didn't want to change the sculpt and make this look as much like a digging shovel as much as possible. But I think they should have added something extra in there. You can, if you want, like port this into any of the ports that he has on his body. But he's not holding it anymore. So there you are, that. Now, if you remove this claw shield, he can actually hold this on his back if you want that kind of look. So there's that right there. And you don't necessarily have to take those panels off his leg. You could just attach this directly to the arm right here. It'll be shorter, but there you are, that. So now I think I covered all the accessories. And I can't remember how long my Scorponok review was, but this is going to be it might be over 20 minutes. The head can rotate 360. There is a little hinge in there that allows him to look down a bit. In fact, something's going on different. I was able to get the neck to go, well, the chin to go deeper down in there. Can't really look up too much. The shoulders rotate and go up that much. They go out to the side. There is bicep or elbow swivel, I should say. And it bends 90 degrees right there. You can rotate this inward like that. And you can bring the hand like this, so you can have the hand gestured up like that. The claw opens up that much. This actually moves independently. Let me move the camera down. This actually moves independently. And I showed this all going in like that. These two fingers bend that much. The waist rotates 360. There is no like ratchet or anything. This part is going to be tough for me to do, but the leg goes out 90 degrees. And you hear the ratchets. They go out beyond 90. There is a thigh swivel, ratchet 360. It has a double jointed knee that can collapse all the way, but it's going to bump into the back. And it does have ankle pivot. The toe comes forward, but that's mostly for transformation. There's no ratchet stopping it or holding it into place. Here he is with his ankle pivot fully engaged. It looks like I don't have one of these. In person, it looks like the legs are perfectly symmetrical, but on camera it does not. It might have something to do with that spear back there. So as you can see, he has a ton of articulation compared to some of the other Titan class figures, and I really like this mold. The plastic quality is good. You do have things that are lighter, like this gun. These guns are light, the weapons are light, but the body, he has to be over 6 pounds. Like, he is very dense, and yeah. I didn't show that the legs can go back because the butt can be like this, or you can pinch it together and have the butt like this. But the hips do, in fact, go backwards about 90 degrees. So I really like the way he looks wise. The main things that are bad is the way that looks. And down here in the ankles, just like Scorponok, there is hollowness right there. So yeah, don't like that. Articulation, good. I wish it could look up more. And I wish it had a little bit more articulation in the hands. But otherwise, it's really good. With the inclusion of the spear accessory, I feel like this is a more fun and better package than Scorponok. Things seem to stay on better. Here's that bonus comparison. Here's Iron Factory's version of Scourge. And here's a 6-inch action figure right there. Yeah. There you go. He's about 22 inches tall. Here's this comparison. As you can see, Scorponok, they went out of their way to have more color variations. Like, there's not a spot without some type of dab of color, where Zarak is more just black with some gold and gunmetal here or there and red spots there. Here they are from the back. And yeah, see, but like the legs being that color green and them being black, that's what you're working with right there. And to let you see this neck is very free moving, unlike Zarak. Zarak, it is way stiffer. Let's get this over with before I forget. In order to transform this into like the Scorpion mode, you need to bring that out some. And then we can bring this out. And I don't think that makes it any easier. You're gonna need something to grab this panel and bring that down, then we can shut this back. Actually, you don't have to separate the head, but I was going off of the instructions. But now that's covering the face right there. And when it's in its Scorpion mode, this is what you'll be working with. And now here is Black Zarak, or Zarak. I don't know. Here he is in his robot mode. And he's taller than this Legends class figure right there. It's basically a deluxe class. Roughly about 4.5, 5 inches tall. But as ankle pivot, is a knee bend 90 degrees, thigh rotation, legs go all the way out to the side, kick forward, kick back, the joints are tight. The waist can swivel as long as you have this part of the back out of the way. Arms can go out to the side, go up and down right here because of the transformation joint. Rotate, bicep swivel, which only goes inward. One of my lamps went off. And double jointed elbows. And the head is on a ball joint, so it can tilt a little bit, but it mostly just fights you and go back. It can rotate, it can look down. It can move. The ball joint is very small. What is up with my light? Wow. Thank you, light. Normally they give you a warning, like it flickers for a minute before they go completely dead, but this one just was like, meh, let's do this in the middle of his review. You can take these off. You can hold them as a weapon a little bit, or at least the other one could. Maybe not, but if you break pieces of this sword or this spear apart, you can have him hold this. I did that yesterday. You can take this off, make him have that type of thing going on. There is no way for him to actually have like a little sword or anything, because these don't have pegs, and this peg right here is just too big. You can't actually hold the longer parts too. Maybe you can have a big freaking cannon. If we separate that, you got a big cannon. So technically you got weapons if you want. The last thing to show is this pops off. Let's show a close-up on this, by the way. He has an eye patch. There we are. So that's cool. And just zoom in on this detail right there. I don't know how they did this. Is it one piece? No, it's two pieces, so I see how they did it. They probably painted the inside and then shoved this double layer on top of there. So that's cool. And that looks really good, having like 3D battle damage and whatnot. But here he is at his base form. Now the original G1 toy didn't have a secondary body. It was just this little head connected to the gigantic body with a visor over top of it. The ball joint is all here. That's the ball joint that the bigger body had. It's a ball joint here. You can move up and down. And the knees bend right here at the 2 pins in knees and hips. There is no cover on his face. So yeah. I guess I should show these up close so that you can see there is a ton of retooling. They share parts and transformation bits, but there's a ton retooled. Pretty much the whole outer frame has been retooled. The heads are similar, but one has an eye patch. Pretty much the same body, different paint apps and whatnot. And of course, you got new sculpting right there in the chest. And of course, these are gonna hang differently because this is a different sculpt. And the way this works back here, he has a long butt flap, whereas this is more streamlined. He has a better looking backpack. To make sure I cover everything, the old head is still compatible with the new body if you want that look. And here's what the new head looks like. On the old body, I don't think it fits as smoothly with the red paint. Here he is all in one shot, like in the Scorpion mode without all the accessories on. Everything seems to be tighter. The legs are way more stiff than they are in Scorponok. They aren't like flailing around. Everything feels tighter basically. Here is a close-up on what can be the Scorpion head. Of course, you can maneuver the mandibles and maneuver this a bit. Make it look like it's talking. But yeah, now let's put the accessories on. I mean, you can honestly do what you want, but this is the back of the shoulder. The cannons can go there. Like that. These things right here, they're actually clear about this. And oh yeah, it does roll if you ever transform correctly. These can peg right here. And oh boy, I replaced my light, my LED light with an old school light, so there's so much heat coming off of that thing. Hopefully it's kind of chilly in here. So hopefully it doesn't overheat my freaking camera. But those can go there. And these things are here. You are supposed to plug this here and that there. This took me a little second to figure out, but you can plug this here. We actually need to unplug this, and it looks like you can't keep these attached. So bring that down, peg this down here. Come on, yes, I thought it pegged down here somewhere. Well, we can plug this into here. It does not peg, and these panels, because of the way they're connected, they're not pinned. It's just a clip-on. That is a flimsy connection. I mean, a flimsy feeling piece right there. But that pegs there. And you do the same thing on the other side to put this in. Use your imagination. I don't want to kill myself. One special feature, this lifts up. And it looks like that. And there's this little area right here. We can take black Zarak, sit him in there. You can actually close this with him in it, and he can pilot the Scorpion. Here's a nice full look at the battle station mode, or I don't know what you call this. The base mode. The scorpion legs are still out. We put that panel there to make it look like a throne almost. With the spears on the side. You got all types of ramps and whatnot. And there is an option. You could open this up. There is no real, wait, here it is. There's a little panel right here that you can't, yeah, there it is. If you put that down, you can go ahead and set the head in here. Hold on. Now Scorponok, because the spikes are lower on him, you can put Scorponok head inside of there and shut this, but Zarak, these horns are just too big, so that's not an option. And I thought I saw that in the instructions, but I was seeing things apparently. You could honestly leave this connected to the back of here since you would never see it, or you can make him a robot and man this station. There are a ton of the little peg things right here that goes into the bottom of the mini Headmaster feet, so you can peg that in, and they don't seem to be freaking working, making me look like a liar. Yeah, they're tinier than I remember on Scorponok. I could have swore there were more, to be honest, but I only see the 1 and the 2, and they aren't working on his feet for whatever reason. So that you can always just sit them in here to look at an imaginary screen right there. And like I said, yeah, you have this thing scurrying around being a drone. And no, I did not buy that little weaponizer drone thing because I never thought I was going to be owning this toy, but here I am. Thank you, G-Toney. But yeah, you have little robots running around, little cars riding down here. Here's the closest thing that I have to a vehicle still in here from one of my other reviews. And I have cars riding up and down, but yeah, it is what it is. It's not a very big base. I guess it would be a battle platform or whatnot, because you do have cannons. We can reattach these in other areas and other places. I don't really see anywhere where you can put it where the guns will be facing forward. So yeah, you would have to lean these claws down to shoot or whatever. The spears on the side, the pegs are not the most strongest right there. So like you can peg them in, but they could potentially, this one is tighter than that one. Let me just say that. This kind of rotates a little freely for my liking. But other than that, it's solid. It holds together as long as you aren't rattling and shaking it. I was going to kill myself and transform Scorponok, but just like I said for the instructions for transformation, go watch my video. I'm going to put a link at the end while I'm singing. Click the videos. Go there if you want to see Scorponok in his other modes. Remember what this looks like and look at what he looks like and smash those cheap memories together. Or go on the internet, because I'm pretty sure there's some comparison pictures. But I like the robot mode. I like the scorpion mode. I like that it holds together a little bit better. I wish that the spear stayed on the tail. I mean, it stays on there, but you saw the weight making it crash down, so that sucks. I like that the head can transform a little bit more and cover the face. You do technically have that feature on Scorponok, but it's a little bit different. Yeah, I'm on it. It completely covers the face. So this is good for robot mode, but not so much the scorpion mode. Scorpion mode, you flip the head this way and you have the scorpion eyes, but his face is just completely visible down there. But it's a cool figure. It's solid. It's heavy. It has a good amount of posability for something this big and clunky. I like that it comes with the extra added accessories of the spear. That's cool. I like the design of the Headmasters and the amount of paint that they put on it and functionality. So that's really, really cool. I like it. Way to go. I saw that this is available on GameStop right now, like straight up available for $160. Like, and I think if you buy something that's worth $50, you get free shipping. So you can just order this right now. I thought this cost more than Scorponok, but wow, this is definitely a steal at $160 because the art came out for more than that, I believe. I think it was $170, and the art does not compare to this or Scorponok. And the amount of articulation or the weight. This feels like a Titan class. The art feels like an old school Supreme class, which back in the day was a $50 14-inch tall figure. It feels completely hollow and doesn't... It might have a lot more going on as far as Teletran 1 and whatnot, but it doesn't compare to this or Scorponok to me. Anyway, thank you for watching this. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here.
Figure action. That one's me.
Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group. Link in the description. Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You